Hi friends! So in Vegan Baking 101 today, I'm actually going to stop calling it vegan baking because I'm not doing any baking, it seems. So we'll just call it Vegan 101, okay? So today we're going to make the best shredded kale salad you've ever had. I've ever had. Before this salad, I didn't actually like kale, I'll be honest, but this salad has changed my life. So I thought I would share it with you guys. First things first, wash your hands, wash all your vegetables and fruit. And what do we have for vegetables and fruit actually? We have kale, a big bunch of it. We have some dried cranberries. We have salt and pepper, some roasted chopped up nuts that I just bought from the store, some olive oil, some maple syrup, lemon, and the pre-chopped garlic that comes in a bottle at the store. That's what I have. Okay, so what I like to do is get the salad started first because I like to let it sit in the marinade that it goes with. It gets the salad nice and soft to eat. So kale comes in big bunches like this. And what I like to do is I just use my hands and I just pull off the leaves. Now, in the recipe it says that to finely chop the kale leaves into thin strips, you don't need to do that. All you have to do is take the kale in your hand and just rip it to bits. That's all you gotta do. I'm just gonna rip it to bits with all the other ones. I did a little bit of pre-work before we started filming because ripping up the kale takes a little while, but it's okay. It's all good, right? We've got time. So I'm just gonna rip this little bit with you to show you how I'm ripping it. I'm just ripping it with my hands. It's not too often you just get to rip things apart. I think you might be able to hear my little guy in the background. He's being quite a character at the moment. He's yelling up a storm. Okay. Just a little bit more. Okay, so there's my bowl of kale. So now I'm going to get the dressing started. And in the recipe, the dressing is, let me see, garlic, the lemon, the oil, the salt, and the pepper. And it tells us to put it in a food processor, but I don't have a food processor. So I'm just going to put it in this bowl right here, and I'm just going to mix it up. That's what I'm going to do, because that works too, right? So I'll take this bowl. What does it say? How much? 2 large cloves of garlic. So I'll say that's about 2 teaspoons. 1 teaspoon equals 1 large clove. I like a lot of garlic in my food though. There we go. Then it calls for 1 extra large lemon. So I have this itty bitty lemon, not enough. I also had a half a lemon left over from something else, so I'm going to use that too. You know what else would work too, if I had it, would be the bottled lemon juice instead of buying fresh lemons, because the bottled lemon juice, you can keep that in your fridge forever. Alright, so I don't have anything to squeeze out my lemon, so I'm just going to squeeze it right into the bowl. Sometimes there's seeds. I'll just squeeze it over my hand, and if the seeds come out, then hopefully they'll land in my hand. lot of tearing and squeezing and really getting your hands dirty. Oh, messy. You guys know me though. I'm so messy. I'm just gonna squish this. Look, got all the juice and everything out. So I'm going to do that with the other lemons. And I'm just going to put my hand underneath in case any seeds come out. And I can catch them. Oh, so messy. All I can smell is lemon though, it smells great. And then one more piece. Huh, doesn't seem to be any seeds in this lemon. Excellent. Usually I get the lemons with the millions of seeds in them. Okay, so now it's time. So we've got the garlic, okay, we've got the kale, we've got the garlic, and we've got the lemon. Now it says 3 to 4 tablespoons of olive oil. So this is my olive oil, so 3 to 4 tablespoons. I'm only going to put 3 because I don't really like a lot of oil in my dressing. I don't like a lot of oil in my dressing. I prefer the taste of the lemon and the garlic. And then it calls for a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. This is just sea salt I got at the store, just regular box. It says sea salt on it. And I'm just going to sprinkle it on top. A 1/4 isn't very much, and honestly I couldn't find my measuring tool. Okay, so then we need a 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper. So again, I don't really have my measuring tool. You could just use the pre-ground pepper too. I just didn't have any on hand. Okay, lots. And it says 1 teaspoon of maple syrup. So that's only if you have a little bit of a sweet tooth. I know I have a sweet tooth. I'm going to put in the teaspoon of maple syrup. Just give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. I can only find tablespoons, so I'm only going to put in about half of that into my dressing. And now I'm going to take my little whisk and I'm just going to mix it up. I'm just going to mix it really well actually, because this is supposed to go in some sort of blender or something, and well, since I don't have it, I'm just going to do it like this. You want to mix this for a little while until it kind of has like a cloudy color, I guess. Okay, so this is pretty combined. I'm going to pour this all over the kale salad. Oh, look at all that garlic. And then once it's in there, I'm just going to massage it in. This is all about getting your hands dirty, guys. And that, I don't know if it's the garlic or the lemon juice, whatever it is, helps to make the kale soft. So the longer it sits in this dressing, the softer it gets, I find. So I like to do that first. So then it says, okay, so the rest of the recipe calls for a toasted pecan parmesan. This recipe calls for nutritional yeast. I know not everybody has nutritional yeast. So I have my pre-chopped roasted nuts here, and I am going to put a little bit of my garlic in. Just a little bit. I'm just going to mix it in with my nuts, just like this. And this is just really to give your salad some texture. And really, you don't want to go out and buy a whole bunch of stuff you're not going to use anyway, right? So I'd rather just have roasted nuts with some garlic, and what else does it call for? It calls for a little bit of olive oil. So it says 4.5 teaspoons. That's kind of a lot because we're not roasting them. So I'm just going to put in half a tablespoon. Just enough to give them a little bit of a coating. Now it's getting like this crumbly texture. And now it calls for salt. So let's put in a bit of salt. Okay. I'm going to test it. That's actually pretty delicious. And the nuts just drop them everywhere. Perfect. Okay. So that's basically it, guys. So we have our salad with our dressing on it. We have our salted nuts. And then, oh yes, dried cranberries. So after you let your salad sit for a little bit, actually, you know what? I'll do it right now. Let's throw the cranberries on there. Just throw a few on there. Looks beautiful. Let's throw the nuts on. Well, that's it, guys. The best kale salad you'll ever have. I hope. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.